Some Mercedes engines will quietly run 300,000 miles on nothing but oil changes. Others will hand you a $14,000 repair bill before you've made your last payment. And from the outside, you cannot tell the difference. Today, we're breaking down the 3 engines mechanics quietly warn each other about, and the 4 that can genuinely last forever. And we're starting with the one mechanics dread seeing most: the worst engines. Number 3, M271, the overworked small engine. Mercedes introduced the M271 4-cylinder in 2002 as the replacement for one of the most trusted small engines they ever built, the M111. It powered the C-Class, SLK200, CLK200, and some E-Class variants. Modern, efficient, turbocharged. On paper, it looked like a step forward, and in the early miles, most owners agreed. The engine felt responsive, smooth, and punchy enough for a luxury compact. For daily commuting in a C-Class, it did exactly what it promised. But here's where the story turns. As these engines climbed past 80,000 to 100,000 miles, mechanics started hearing the same sound over and over, a cold start rattle that owners described as loose change in a tin can. That rattle is the timing chain, and once you hear it, the clock is already ticking. The M271's timing chain system wears faster than it should. The chain stretches, the plastic guides wear down, and the engine's timing drifts. Left too long, the chain can jump, and when that happens, pistons and valves collide. That's not a repair, that's a funeral. Repair costs land between $2,000 and $4,000 depending on how far the damage has spread. Mercedes specialists usually recommend replacing the timing chain proactively around 90,000 miles before you ever hear that rattle. The M271 isn't a terrible engine if you stay ahead of it, but most people don't, and that's exactly how it earned its spot on this list. And if a timing chain replacement sounds painful, wait until you hear what the next engine can do to your bank account. Number 2, OM642, the high-maintenance diesel. When Mercedes launched the OM642 3.0-liter V6 diesel in 2006, it looked like the perfect engine. It went into everything: E-Class, ML-Class, GL-Class, GLK, even Sprinter vans. Over 400 pound-feet of torque, 25 to 30 miles per gallon in big SUVs, effortless highway cruising. For a while, it delivered on every promise. Early owners loved it. Long-distance drivers loved it. Even mechanics respected its internal design. When the OM642 is properly maintained, it can be a genuinely capable long-distance engine. But somewhere around 100,000 to 150,000 miles, the bills start arriving. The most notorious issue is the oil cooler seal failure, a $20 seal buried so deep in the engine valley that accessing it requires removing major intake components. The seal hardens from heat, oil leaks across the block, and suddenly you're staring at a $1,500 to $3,000 repair bill for a part that costs less than a dinner out. Then there are the swirl flaps, small metal pieces in the intake manifold that can break off and get sucked directly into the engine. The EGR valve clogs and robs the engine of power. Injector seals leak and create what mechanics call black death, carbon buildup that looks exactly as bad as it sounds. Glow plugs season their bores and snap during removal, turning a $200 job into a $1,500 nightmare. None of these problems destroys the engine on their own, but stack them together on one ownership timeline, and the OM642 starts to feel less like a diesel engine and more like a subscription service you never signed up for. Stay on top of maintenance, and this engine can still run far. Let it slide, and it will punish you for every missed service. But even that doesn't compare to what the next engine can do. This one doesn't just get expensive, it can destroy itself entirely. Number 1, M272, the balance shaft nightmare. This is the one mechanics quietly dread seeing on the lift. Mercedes introduced the M272 V6 in 2004 as the successor to a genuinely solid engine. It went into the C-Class, E-Class, ML-Class, CLS-Class, SLK, and even the R-Class. Smooth power, refined delivery, modern engineering. Drivers who upgraded from older engines felt the difference immediately. It was quieter, more efficient, and felt like a genuine luxury powertrain. What nobody knew, including Mercedes apparently, was that a small component called the balance shaft sprocket was made from metal that was too soft. Over time, the teeth wear down. The timing chain loses alignment. The engine's timing drifts further and further off. At first, you might notice a check engine light, maybe a camshaft timing fault code, some rough running, reduced power. Easy to ignore. Easy to blame on something minor. But here's what happens if you do ignore it. The timing chain destroys itself. The cylinder heads get damaged. Metal debris contaminates the entire lubrication system. And at that point, you're not fixing the engine. You're replacing it. Cost? Somewhere between $12,000 and $18,000 on a car that might be worth $10,000. The worst affected engines were built between 2004 and 2008 before Mercedes updated the design. Smart buyers today either avoid those years entirely or verify the balance shaft repair has already been done and have documentation to prove it. This is the engine that looks like the perfect used Mercedes deal, right up until it isn't. The best engines. Number 4. M111, the indestructible 4-cylinder. After everything we just covered, this one is going to feel like good news. Mercedes introduced the M111 Inline-4 in 1992, and it stayed in production until 2006. It powered the C-Class, E-Class CLK, and the SLK 230 compressor, available in 1.8, 2.2, and 2.3-liter versions, including supercharged compressor variants that punched well above their size. What makes the M111 special isn't a single headline feature. It's the combination of a durable cast-iron block, a well-engineered timing chain system that rarely needs attention before 200,000 miles, and a mechanical simplicity that modern engineers seem to have forgotten was even possible. Mechanics who work on these engines describe them the same way every time: honest, predictable, and tough. Not in a flashy way. In the way that matters, they just keep running. At high mileage, you might deal with an intake manifold gasket leak or a mass airflow sensor replacement around 150,000 miles. These are inexpensive fixes, not crises. With regular oil changes and cooling system care, 300,000 miles on an M111 is not unusual. It's expected. This is the engine that built Mercedes' reputation for durability, and it still earns it today. Number 3. M112, the quiet workhorse. If the M111 is the tough 4-cylinder, the M112 is its equally dependable big brother. Mercedes introduced this V6 in 1998 to replace the older inline-6 engines, and it powered some of the most popular cars in the lineup: C320, E320, ML320, CLK320, SLK320. It used a 3-valve per cylinder design that improved airflow and combustion efficiency while keeping the internal layout simple and strong. No turbos, no overcomplicated electronics. Just a well-built, naturally aspirated V6 that knew its job and did it without drama. Owners who have lived with these engines long-term all say the same thing: it never tries to impress you, it just works. Highway cruising in an E320 feels relaxed and confident. The ML320 pulls smoothly without ever feeling strained. Year after year, service after service. At 200,000 miles or more, common issues are minor: aging seals, worn motor mounts, occasional sensor failures. These are wear items, not disasters. With routine maintenance, 250,000 to 300,000 miles is well within reach. For many experienced Mercedes mechanics, the M112 era represents the sweet spot of the brand's engineering philosophy, before complexity took over and before cost-cutting compromised durability. Number 2. M113, the legendary V8. Ask an experienced Mercedes mechanic which engine they personally trust most, and this is usually the answer. The M113 V8 arrived in 1997 and stayed in production until 2006. It powered the E500, S500, ML500, SL500, CLK500, and in high-performance AMG form, the E55 AMG and SL55 AMG. Available in 4.3, 5.0, and 5.4-liter versions. Built during what many inside the industry still call the golden era of Mercedes engineering, when durability and serviceability were treated as features, not afterthoughts. The M113 uses the same 3-valve per cylinder design as the M112, and the same philosophy runs through the entire engine. Strong internals, accessible components, a cooling system engineered to handle real-world stress. Mechanics appreciate how easy it is to work on. Owners appreciate how rarely they need to. At 200,000 miles and beyond, the M113 develops the kind of minor issues any engine earns over time. A crankshaft position sensor here, a small seal leak there. Nothing expensive, nothing alarming, nothing that would make a knowledgeable buyer walk away from one. With oil changes every 5,000 to 7,000 miles using quality synthetic and transmission service around every 60,000 miles, many M113 engines run clean past 300,000 miles, some significantly further. Think of it like this: The M113 is the engine that makes experienced Mercedes buyers specifically search for the years it was available, even when newer options exist. That's how much trust it has built. But as legendary as the M113 is, the engine at the top of this list has been documented past 500,000 miles, and that's not a rumor. Number 1. OM606, the million-mile diesel. This is the engine that diesel enthusiasts talk about like it's a legend, because it is. Mercedes introduced the OM606, inline-six diesel, in 1993, and it remained in production until 2001. It powered the E300 diesel, E300 turbo diesel in both the W124 and W210, and select S-Class diesel variants in international markets. On paper, it was a straightforward long-distance diesel. In reality, it was overbuilt in a way that the engineers never quite repeated. Cast iron block, forged internal components, mechanical injection with a Bosch inline pump that doesn't rely on complex electronics to function, an inline-six configuration that naturally balances itself and reduces internal stress. Mercedes didn't build this engine to impress anybody. They built it to run, and run, and run. Taxi fleets across Europe and the Middle East discovered this early and ran these engines into six-figure territory without drama. Long-distance commercial operators chose them for the same reason. The engine didn't need to be babied. It just needed clean fuel, regular oil changes, and basic cooling system maintenance. There is a documented E300 with an OM606 engine that has passed 800,000 miles on the original block. The owner changes the oil regularly. That's the entire maintenance story. At high mileage, expect minor wear on vacuum lines, fuel delivery components, and coolant hoses. These are routine items, not mechanical failures. The engine itself keeps going. The only real challenge today is finding a well-maintained example. Word has spread, prices are rising, and the best ones are being bought by people who know exactly what they have. If you find a clean W210E300 with service records and a healthy OM606 under the hood, the decision is simple. Buy it. It might be the last engine you ever need to worry about. What Mercedes mechanics quietly say. Ask an experienced Mercedes technician which engines they trust, and the answer is almost always the same. The M111, M112, and M113 were built when Mercedes engineering focused on durability above everything else. Simpler designs, stronger components, fewer things to fail. The M113 V8 comes up constantly, powerful, straightforward to service, and when maintained properly, it runs for decades. The OM606 diesel gets the same reverence. Taxi fleets didn't run these engines to 400,000 miles by accident. The warnings are equally consistent. The M272 V6, especially pre-2008, is well known in repair shops for the balance shaft issue. Not because it's a secret, but because the repair bills that follow it are impossible to forget. The OM642 diesel comes up too. Capable engine, but one that punishes any owner who treats maintenance as optional. The advice experienced technicians give used car buyers never really changes. Don't buy the Mercedes you like. Buy the engine that mechanics trust. The Mercedes buyer rule most people miss. Here's what people get wrong when shopping for a used Mercedes. They look at the car, not the engine. Two cars can have identical badges, identical body styles, and identical asking prices. And one can be a 300,000-mile machine, while the other becomes a financial disaster within 2 years. The M272 is the clearest example. Pre-2008 versions carry the balance shaft risk. Post-2008 versions receive the fix. Without knowing that detail, you could walk straight into the most expensive mistake of your ownership. The same logic applies to the OM642 diesel. A well-maintained example with documented service history is a completely different proposition to one that skipped oil changes and never saw an injector service. Experienced Mercedes mechanics follow 3 rules when helping buyers choose a used car. First, research the specific engine and the exact production years before you look at anything else. Second, spend the money on a pre-purchase inspection by a Mercedes specialist, not a general mechanic, a specialist. Third, prioritize maintenance history over mileage or price. A 150,000-mile Mercedes with complete records is almost always safer than an 80,000-mile one with none. Choose the right engine, verify the service history, and a Mercedes can genuinely deliver hundreds of thousands of miles of comfortable, reliable driving. So the real question is, which Mercedes engine would you actually trust in your own garage? So here's the real takeaway. Not every Mercedes engine is built the same. Some will quietly run 300,000, even 500,000 miles with nothing more than basic maintenance. Others can turn a luxury car into an expensive repair project long before you expected it. The difference isn't the badge on the hood, it's the engine under it. Now, I want to hear from you. Which Mercedes engine do you own? And has it been bulletproof, or did it turn into your mechanic's retirement fund? Drop your story in the comments. Your experience could save another driver thousands. If this breakdown helped you, hit like and subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next one.